The question for today is how to push through to your goals, even though with a lazy voice in our minds. The name of the questioner, I think it's Joseph Michaels. I'm sorry if I can't see it right now, but as you guys see, I watch your questions, and if I see them as great questions to help people to answer, I will answer them. So the question today is how to follow through with your goals, even if you have that lazy voice in your mind that always wants to be comfortable and doesn't want to go through discomfort. The answer for that is it's a practice. And it's a practice in different areas of your life. What I mean with that is you see a same pattern in your life going through different areas of your life. For example, if you have the compulsion in jealousy of always checking your phone to see what your boyfriend or girlfriend is doing, you most likely also have the same pattern doing in your head. Lots of checking in your head if you're doing the right things, if you're doing the right things in the eyes of others. Compulsions go across the board. So with the same way, it's not one answer of, oh, you're only doing this and then you're gonna follow your goals. It's about changing your behavior. Stop the compulsions, okay? And to start doing that is to change the relationship with emotions. Because society has told you, oh no, when you feel anxiety, yes, isolate yourself, don't go out, you need to watch your mental health. No, that's the worst thing you can do. By avoiding going to social events because of anxiety, you're showing your brain that those social events, those things that you value are dangerous, and the brain tries to protect you by giving you more anxiety, giving you more depression, giving you more urges to not go out. I mean, not urges to not go out, but not feeling like going out. So what you want to do is be comfortable, be okay with those emotions, but not make it about emotions, but make it about values. Make it about what you value and make it about action. Make it actions, just the actions with any emotions and thoughts. Now with that, the important part is to do that action mindfully. And there's many people who are like, oh, I've been doing the action, but it's been months and I still feel so much anxiety and those things. It's because most people spent the extra time in your head, still doing compulsions in your head of being at that party, being at that social event, but still doing compulsions in your head, talking to yourself about how scary it is, and checking and judging other people and checking and judging yourself on that party, if you're saying the right things, if you're dressed in the right way, if you're being agreeable, if you're impressing others. 1 second, there's people laughing, so I hope you guys. So when you do those compulsions, you're still showing your brain that it's dangerous, and of course the brain is going to give you more anxiety. And the important part to understand here is also, you can't expect like, oh, I worked out today, I went comfortable being uncomfortable today on the party, so am I going to be very emotionally fit now? That's like saying, oh, for 40 years I've been eating cake, I have diabetes, I did one workout, am I going to be looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger? Am I going to be looking like Cristiano Ronaldo? Am I an athlete now? No, you have to practice, and that's why most people aren't successful. They aren't willing to put in the practice. But the practice is beautiful because you're getting stronger and everything gets easier. And you don't have an alternative, because if you don't practice, you're just going to do more emotional compulsions, which leads to more mental health problems, which leads to more popping pills and to more like fucking up, right? So now let's go a little bit deeper and detailed from a different direction. So the question was how to reach your goals, right? Now, another tip I'm going to give you is not to see that whole mountain, not to make it about the results. If you want to make a TikTok account, you're like, no, everybody has so many followers and they have so many comments and I don't. You are literally in your head already judging, scaring yourself, building resistance. What you want to do is make the action the success. Mark Freeman talks about this, the action, the success, and not the result. Today, I'm going to upload 3 TikToks, and I'm going to make it not about trying to impress, not about being agreeable, but I make it about my values. What are my values? What do I want to share? What do I want to give to others? Now, if you make the TikTok and in your head it's like, oh, how do I look? Do I have makeup in my face? Do other people like me right now? Is my voice okay? Or embarrassing myself? You are not focusing mindfully on doing the thing that you want to do, which is giving people value, doing something that you value, giving to yourself and others. And of course, since your brain sees your behavior in your head, your brain will be like, oh no, this must be still scary. Let's give that person more thoughts and emotions. Because the brain is very efficient. If you're reacting to those thoughts and emotions of not being good enough, of looking weird on camera, of talking weird, the brain saying you're not as good as other people, the brain, of course, will give you more thoughts because it's a very efficient organ. But as soon as you being comfortable, being uncomfortable, not reacting to the thoughts and emotions anymore, which means you don't feel those thoughts and emotions anymore, but it just means to not talk to that voice in your head anymore. And then, so I stopped real quick because I wanted to give you guys an insert. I like to make this as simple as possible, but here's the differentiation. If a thought comes in, we don't have control over that. But you have control if you talk back to that thought. And if you talk back to that thought, you show their brain that that's important. But if the thought comes in and you focus back mindfully on what do I want to do right now? I'm walking. Okay, so I'm walking. I'm making a video. Great. And what do I love doing in this video? What do I value? Yes. I value giving you guys mental health tools. I value helping you guys. So I mindfully focus on that. And then you show your brain, this is what we're doing, brain. You are my helper, not the brain is the boss. And then the brain listens over time. It's literally like a dog. It listens over time for your behavior. So what you want to do is make it about the actions and make the success about the actions and schedule the actions, because then you're going to be on the valued action engine instead of the emotionally addictive engine. If you say, oh, I only make videos when I feel like it. I don't feel like it right now. That can be most likely an emotional response from the brain to control the situation, for you to not be judged by others, for you to not be embarrassed. And that can come from being bullied as a child. But we don't want to regurgitate that trauma pattern but by avoiding doing the TikTok or the podcast. We want to do it anyway, mindfully, with any emotions and thoughts. And the more you do it, the more you show your brain, this is what we're doing. We're doing the things we want to do. We're doing our goals. Even if we feel lazy, even if we don't feel like it, we cannot feel it because we don't make it about the emotions, and we do it anyway. And over time, like with weights, because you can see emotions like weights, you will have a bigger emotional fitness. So you will be also stronger with any emotions, and it'll be easier also for you to just do the things that you value, because you're taking your brain with you. You're showing your brain, this is what we can do. But if you don't do it, guess what? Your brain is believing that you're not good enough because you don't show your brain. Your brain is taking all those things. Oh, you're not good enough. You're not ready yet. You need to read more self-help books. All those things that seem like good ideas are just protective mechanisms from the brain for you to avoid doing the things that you value, because you showed the brain that those things are dangerous by avoiding the things that you value. And then, of course, the brain tries to protect you with the three things it has. It only has thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations. It doesn't have claws. It doesn't have tentacles. It only has those three things. So it will give you anxiety, depression, all those things. And then if you say, oh, I'm avoiding going out with friends, I'm avoiding building my business because I have anxiety, you actually built the anxiety. So most therapists and a lot of advices is complete bullshit, all right? So you want to make it about the valued action engine and make action the success. And it's a practice. And if you wake up in the morning and the thoughts say, oh, I need some entertainment, or boredom comes up, you're like, no, I don't want to have boredom, let me go on TikTok. You've just been a slave to the brain. You've just been emotionally weak. But can you set for the morning, okay, I'm going to grow something that I want to grow. I'm going to go to yoga, which grows physical fitness, or I'm going to grow my business, or I'm going to grow relaxation, or I'm going to grow relationships. And it's all grown with actions. And you do it no matter what, and you do it mindfully. And that's how you learn. You learn by doing. A lot of people have the compulsion that's like, no, I have to be ready. I have to learn way more about this emotional fitness thing to start. And that's also compulsion. It's the brain giving you another trick to avoid doing the work. The work is doing the actions with any emotions and thoughts and doing them mindfully, all right? So with that being said, I love you guys. Like the video, comment the video, boost the algorithm. If you don't have an account, make an account. Support your creators.